The most viewed videos in the channel is 4 cultural rules to know before marrying Indonesian women. I also receive questions in comments and couple of emails around relationships. So I guess it's time to talk about the red flags before marrying Indonesian women. Please keep these 3 things in mind throughout this video. First, you are a passport bro or have a permanent residency visa in desired migrant destination countries like Canada, US, UK, EU, Australia, and so on. Second, you're just an average normal person, not a rich or famous. So, your visa or passport is your main selling point, so to speak. Lastly, the red flags I mentioned here are not uniquely Indonesians. They apply to all gold diggers regardless of their nationalities. Because this is Indonesian-related channel, I will talk about the cultural factors that might drive the red flags mentioned in this video. So, what might drive Indonesian ladies to seek out passport bros? Broadly speaking, it comes down to 2 factors. First factor, economic reasons like access for better lifestyle, better social safety net, and economic opportunity. If you live in Indonesia or follow Indonesian news, you might have heard kabur aja dulu, get out first, or Indonesia gelap, dark Indonesia. It's a sentiment shared by many Indonesians who feel the country has lost its way. Even flying fictional one-piece flag as a symbolic protest to government policies is being shut down. And my city of birth, Jakarta, was on fire because of the anti-government protests. You might ask, why don't they just apply for a work holiday visa or migrate overseas? Well, breaking news to local born, in general, you need to have either in-demand skill or tons of money or become a refugee. Trust me, once you see the requirements, marrying a passport bro feels so much easy. Second factor, social pressure to get married after a certain age. If you are in your mid-20s, one of the questions you will get asked often is, Sudah nikah? Are you married yet? If you are single, you will say, masih single. I am still single. That implies being single is a temporary status. Getting married, have kids, is an important milestone for Indonesians. It doesn't matter if you have a successful career, or run a multi-billion-dollar business, or live a happy life on your own. If you're still not married yet, they see that there's something incomplete or lacking in you. It's even worse for women. The most offensive remark an unmarried Indonesian lady can get is Perawan tua, old virgin. It's probably an equivalent to leftover women in China. Below red flags are based on unfortunately true story that happened to my friends many years ago and a couple of emails queries that I get from in my inbox. One common theme is they are all on the long-distance relationships. I have removed some specific details for privacy reasons. Now let's go to the first red flag. The first red flags, not showing enough interest in you as a person. This is especially true in the long-distance relationships. Conversation feels superficial around what you do for a living, what are you doing today? That's fine for several weeks because you guys still trying to get a feel of the other person. But as time goes on, it's almost always about what she wants and her life. In genuine relationship, it's natural to be curious about different culture, perspective of someone you expect to share a life with. But you notice she rarely asks about your family, dream, ideal life, tradition you cherish, things that make strong, healthy relationship as a couple. That brings me to the next point. Keep asking for money. Apart from lacking interest in you as a person, she keeps asking for money like car breakdown or her mom needs a small loan to get by. If you refuse, she will start guilt trip you into giving the money. She might also assure you that it's part of Indonesian cultural norm where the man is expected to provide for the wife family. By giving her the money, you show a strong commitment to the relationship. I know it sounds like a love scam, but because it is. Love scams, as you know, is mostly done online, but in this case, you might have seen her in person and actually like her. She might also talk about getting married, setting up the dates, just enough to give impression that this is a serious relationship. Sharing our struggle to loved one is one thing, but demanding and guilt-tripping is a huge red flag. If you spot this behavior, run as fast as you can and don't look back. However, there is exception. If your girlfriend is Muslim, they will ask for mas kawin or uang mahar, or dowry in English. In Islamic law, it's a way the man shows commitment, love, responsibility to his wife. As far as I know, it's negotiable. There's no fixed minimum or amount. Only talk about mas kawin when you're 100% sure that you will marry her. Chinese Indonesian also have something similar. The difference is, instead of giving the money to the bride, you're giving it to her parents as a thank you gesture for raising her. It's just symbolic. I remember that my parents piled a stack of 100,000 rupiah note on the table, like this high, worth 5 million rupiah. My in-law just picked the top note on the pile and the bottom pile, totaling 200,000 rupiah to close the deal. And the last red flag, pressuring you to marry despite unresolved big issues. Unresolved big issues or questions like, do you want to have a dog or kids? Who will pay for the existing debt in relationship? Or will you have a joint account or separate account if both of you go to work? You bring up those big questions because you want to check if she is the right fit for you in the relationship. But the strange thing is, she seemed evasive and say things like, Tenang, semua akan baik-baik saja. Calm down, everything will eventually work out. You are just 6 months into the relationship, but all she wants to talk is when you guys will get married, despite those big unresolved issues. If your gut tells you something is off and prompt you to email a random guy on YouTube for advice, then you know that your gut is right. That's it for me, guys. I hope this video will save some of you. Be safe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.